Hey, what's up, guys? Sean back with another video and patients who passed away on the show. Now, I've made a couple little clips about people and just had no idea they passed away, and I think it's a lot more than I even realize. I don't know what the number is. I think it's like 8, 10, maybe 12, something like that. But sadly, these are the games you're playing when you're that big. Nobody is sitting here thinking oh, we're going to live long lives. We're 600 pounds. We are gambling with our lives every day. And the funny thing is the harder I work, the luckier I get. And I think that I'm doing pretty good so far. And I think that I've lowered that number significantly. I don't think my chance of passing away is nearly as high as it used to be. But some people make the change and even, lose a lot of weight and still sadly pass away. I can't remember the one guy that had that happen, but I felt so bad for him because he put in all the work, and just to end up like that is just soul crushing. It's sad, man. I wish that didn't happen. But you do a lot of damage to your body, so let's check out the people that passed away on the show.
On TLC's My 600 Pound Life, patients trek to Houston, Texas to meet with Dr. Now, a world-renowned weight loss surgeon who takes a chance on high-risk patients. Many patients enter his office and leave with a new lease on life.
I did know she passed away because I noticed that her, not bathing for a month was eating away at her pants, and she had, Chernobyl crotch or something, I think I called it. But it's crazy that she could, go that long without bathing and not run everybody out of that house.
But sadly, this isn't the case for everyone. Today, we're discussing the patients who tragically passed away and offer our deepest condolences to the family, friends, and loved ones who have been affected by these losses over the years. Some patients died as a direct result of their surgery, some by and even one patient miraculously came back to life, only to pass away again soon after.
Wow, who pulled the Holy Ghost out here? Somebody came back to life? Were they just pretending to be dead? That's insane, man.
Sean Milken was the heaviest patient My 600 Pound Life has ever seen. He weighed well over 900 pounds when his episode aired.
Damn.
After he saw Dr. Now's guidance, he was able to lose 400 pounds, but sadly it was too late. In the span of 3 years after filming his episode, Sean suffered a
Look at that, two Seans, we spell our name the same way. What are the chances that we both cracked the 600 pound mark? That's fate right there, buddy. I think my name cursed me at this point.
Of tragedies. First, his mom passed away unexpectedly, and then his apartment was flooded in the wake of Hurricane Harvey. Things took a turn for the worse when Sean was hospitalized with an infection, which ultimately became his cause of death. According to TMC, medical professionals were able to resuscitate him, but just a few minutes later, his heart gave out and stopped. Poor Sean was only 29 years of age.
Damn, 29? How'd you get to 900 pounds at 29, though? You had to be going to work, son. That's a lot of food.
Hey, Sean.
Hi.
I'm Dr. Everett.
Nice to meet you.
It's really nice to meet you. It's good to see you. So, how did your weight gain get started?
I guess it started about when I was maybe 10.
Food?
Okay.
About that time was when my parents were split up. I thought it was my fault, and sadly I turned to food.
It sounds like childhood was a little rocky.
It was just a real difficult time, and I worked full-time, and he came home after school and had free access, and ate whatever.
I think the amount of kids that blame themselves for their parents' divorces is shockingly high, to be honest. But also, if he was left to his own devices at home, of course he chose the cosmic brownie over the broccoli. That's just how it works.
He wanted, and
Oh, boy.
Number 2.
One of the most controversial patients of My 600 Pound Life was James K. He was notorious for fighting back against Dr. Now at every opportunity. His wife, Lisa, was always sneaking food into the
That's
hospital.
not Lisa. No, that's not the feeder chick. But also, man, James was wild. I'll never forget his double chin blocking him from seeing the egg rolls. That was so funny.
To satisfy him, and would even assist James in lying to Dr. Now about his progress. In case you were wondering, yes, this is the patient who made his young daughter drop out of high school to feed him and take care of him all day. James weighed in at 791 pounds when his episode first aired, making him one of the biggest patients the show had ever seen. James never truly made progress, and
there she is, the devil herself. The honey bun humper smuggling Twix. Man, this lady was nuts. She was feeding this dude on his deathbed. And a lot of you were not too happy with the fact he made his daughter drop out of school to take care of him, which I get, but you guys were pissed in the comments.
During a follow-up episode filmed in 2018, his weight was up to 840 pounds. Unfortunately, his body could no longer withstand his weight, and he passed away just a few years after his episode aired.
I don't want that. I'm tired of the same stuff.
Since I don't have a way to get anything, I don't know what we can order that's gonna be healthy. You don't want fish or shrimp?
No, I don't want that. Order me Chinese.
Bro, you're on a low-carb diet, and you say order me Chinese? Come on, buddy, what are we doing here? Fish, shrimp, good options, as long as you don't get them fried, right?
Rolls and rice, fried rice.
I don't know about the rice, though.
That's what I want, though.
But rice is on that paper that we're not supposed to have.
It's fried.
It's still rice. Fried is
Well,
worse.
that's what I want.
Right? You fry all the calories out of it. Duh, that's how it works in Fat Brain.
I'm tired of fish and chicken, Lisa. I'm sick of it.
I'll get my phone and see if we can get it delivered.
Oh, God. Lisa.
Gina, a patient from season 8, relocated from Houston to New Jersey with her wife in order to start her life over in Dr. Now's weight loss program. Like many patients, she struggled to drop weight at first, but ultimately ended up dropping 300 pounds by the end of her journey. In April of 2021, Gina released a YouTube video updating fans about her progress, and things sadly took a turn for the worse. She was
Really? She dropped 300 pounds? I don't know. I didn't know she was ever successful. I thought she just passed away. Damn, now I kind of actually want to see her episode too. I didn't want to watch it because, I mean, she passed away, so it doesn't seem right. But I've seen ones that have passed away so far, and I had no clue, so.
hospitalized after having issues with her mobility, was battling an infection, and also was struggling with an eating disorder. At just 30 years old, she passed away with no official cause of death ever released to the public.
I did better, but it's still not my goal. So I don't know what this means or what Dr. Now's gonna say. I'm really hoping that he's at least happy I did better this time. But I'm scared that all he's gonna care about is that it's not how much I needed to lose. And he's not gonna be happy with me.
I mean, Dr. Now doesn't usually give out consolation prizes, but I mean, he probably would still be pretty proud of you. But he's not going to give you the, you know, the little pat on the back like, hey, you lost half of what you're supposed to.
Another Season 8 patient, Coliasa, was met with a similar fate. This Baton Rouge, Louisiana native passed away at the young age of 41 due to complications of the weight loss surgery she received on the show. On the series, we watched as she underwent Dr. Now's treatment in conjunction with talk of therapy to achieve her goal of getting gastric sleeve procedure. I feel like I'm doing better than ever, she said at the end of her episode, but sadly her body couldn't keep up with the change.
I mean, I'm not really all that unhappy. You know, I went through some things, but I try to put it in my mind that it just didn't happen.
Well, oftentimes people that have significant trauma deal with things by burying those feelings really deeply. And so it's
right. People will block out trauma, but you kind of have to deal with it to move forward. At least that's my opinion. But I'm just a 5th grade peer mediator. I'm not this lady. But obviously, if you let it sit there and kind of just be on your shoulder the whole time, you're always going to be thinking about it. You have to address it and move forward, in my opinion.
Important that you speak your truth, Kalisa.
Well, to be honest, I have always been a fighter. I'll put it that way. And I ended up beating my stepmother. I just flashed.
What? You flashed your stepmother? You beat her? What? Why? I mean, maybe she's got a little bit of an anger issue. I had anger issues growing up. I am much calmer than I used to be. But what? Why is... Also, what kind of threat is this lady in the boxing ring? Because I think you could dance circles around her. Even if you're 400 pounds, she ain't catching you.
Mason gave us one of the most emotional and distressing episodes My 600 Pound Life has ever seen. Kelly weighed in at 724 pounds, but was able to bring her weight down when she focused and consulted with Dr. Now. Dr. Now had a soft spot for Kelly, and the two joked around a lot. He was impressed with her performance more so than he was with any other patient, and it was heartwarming and emotional to witness firsthand. Just a few months into enjoying her dramatic transformation, Kelly passed away in her sleep as a result of a heart attack. Dr. Now even called.
Damn, see, that's what I'm talking about. You could go and make all kinds of progress, but you don't know what you've done to your body internally. Like, I'm sitting here, I might check out tomorrow, and I just got no clue. And you guys just ain't going to get a video one day and say, hey, what happened to Sean?
Called Kelly's father on the phone to wish her family well and provide condolences. I want to tell you that Kelly tried very hard and fought all the way to the end. Dr. Now still on the phone for her grieving father. She's an inspiration. Kelly tragically passed away one day from her 42nd birthday.
Damn.
Kelly's weight is so high, it's almost impossible to lift her. But now that we have been able to get her inside and on a bed with a hover mat.
Buddy, is that really how you gotta roll her in here? Like, could we at least get her, like, all the way on or on her back? Because I know that ain't comfortable. And this dude is just staring, like, sitting right here, pushing the back of this thing, staring down the friggin' eye of the dragon right here. What if she had to fart, man? She's gonna blow you away, buddy.
We'll be able to move her around like we need, and we can start running tests on her to make sure we identify and address any life-threatening issues she may be experiencing right now. Kelly, you doing okay? We're in the hospital, and we're gonna take care of you, okay?
Is that how she's most comfortable?
Lisa Fleming is another patient who sadly did not survive after her episode.
God.
In fact, Lisa is one of the 3 patients from season 6 who tragically passed away after receiving weight loss surgery. Lisa was.
Here's how you guys could tell that I don't watch these beforehand, because I just got done filming her entire episode. And I know that that shit is crazy. This chick was given ice cream for this guy to do things to her that ice cream shouldn't be a reward for. Unless, I don't know, I guess you could get ice cream afterwards.
Was bedridden for many years due to her weight, which was well over 700 pounds. In her episode, fans watched 7 paramedics attempt to get her out of her house. Her quality of life was one of the poorest we've ever seen on the show. Lisa actually had maggots growing under her massive skin folds, a surefire sign that her health, or lack thereof, was in the red. Lisa sought the help of Dr. Now, and thanks to the support from her family and friends, was able to drop 200 pounds in a timely manner. However,
what? She lost that much weight? I didn't see any of that. Is there a where are they now on her? Because all I saw was like the whole Bugs Life thing going on in her crotch, and then I saw him like lift her fold and find a Doritos bag. Like, he snitched on her basically.
Sadly, Lisa still fell ill sometime after her surgery and was never able to recover. She passed away at the age of 50.
Things are not looking optimistic right now. Hopefully psychotherapy will be able to start to break through to her, because nothing here has worked. And if they don't, then we are out of options. And there'll be no reason for her to continue on with the program. This is all in her hands. And what she decides to do just next month will determine how things are going to end up for her.
I mean, ultimately, you're the master of your own fate, but sometimes there's things that are just out of your hand. That chick was crazy manipulative. Like, she did all kinds of stuff. Tried to get I don't know, she just was twisting everyone at will. It was crazy. Her episode's truly something to behold.
A week before Lisa passed away, her castmate James L.B. suffered an untimely death as well. L.B. was a fan favorite for his dedication, optimism, and warm personality. He amassed a huge following on social media and was one of the show's biggest successes, as he lost half of his body weight thanks to Dr. Now's guidance and procedure. L.B. came on.
Wait, but first I got a question. Do they weigh him with the steel leg, or does he take it off? Because if he weighs 600 with the steel leg, like, okay, but if he takes it off and he still weighs that, like, it'd be crazy to think what he weighs with the leg. And that, I mean, does that sound ableist? I don't mean it like that. I just mean, like, I want to know with or without the leg. That's how I want it. Was he weighed with or without?
to the show at the unfathomable weight of 650 pounds and was able to shed almost 400. Sadly, LB still struggled with crippling depression despite his success and resonance with his fan base. James ended up posting a cryptic public statement that said, "It's time that I face my demons head on," and sadly committed suicide the following day. He was only 30 years old.
I definitely am more open to therapy after this session than I was before it.
That's so sad because I feel like guys, a lot of us look at therapy like, oh, you're weak if you go to therapy. I just think that that's the stigma behind it. I don't believe that, right? But people will look at you some kind of way if you do that as a man. Now, I think it can be a good tool. It's not for everyone, but some people it helps. But this guy clearly had his own battles going on, and sadly, he just decided that he didn't want to fight them anymore.
And I think I needed this kind of reality check.
Because when I fall short, I feel guilty. And if always having my mom do everything for me is the biggest source of my guilt, then maybe the only option is to tell my mom to go back to South Carolina.
Robert Butchell was the third patient from season 6 to pass away. This New Jersey native traveled all the way to Houston for Dr. Now's help. He was 800.
Damn, 3 passed away in season 6 alone? That season is cursed, man. 66636. Oh, I just found it. I figured it out.
40 pounds at the time, but was able to drop 340 pounds due to bariatric surgery. Robert, however, suffered from a painkiller addiction that made it difficult to progress. In episode 8 of season 6, Robert actually passed away on the show due to a fatal heart attack.
Hello.
What?
Hi, Dr. Midland. Dr. Nels Arlene Bouchel.
I am so sorry for your loss. Robert had struggled with his weight all his life, and he knew that he was running against the clock.
Wait, he passed on the show? Isn't that just crazy? Because I thought most of them passed after filming, but on the show? Damn, so they have almost like just documented steps of his life leading up. Because they're filming him, so I guess maybe his family could watch that to just, like, I don't know, spend some time with him or something. It's weird, man, because that could hurt them more. It could be nice for them to see that he was trying to get his life together before it all happened.
And his body gave up, but he never did give up.
And thank you for trying. He was so excited that you were going to help him. So excited.
I'm very glad to have had a chance to meet him and to know him. So, Catherine, doing okay?
She's inconsolable.
Yeah, that was a really big loss for everybody.
Yes.
Damn, man. That has to hurt so bad.
The second patient my 600-pound life ever featured was Henry Foots. He appeared on the show weighing in at 750 pounds and was looking to get his life back on track before attending a
Damn, 750? So a lot of them got way up above 600 when they passed, but at that weight, you're unfortunately doing a ton of damage to your body internally. And that's what I was scared to death about.
High school reunion. Henry stuck to Dr. Now's program and did end up losing more than half of his body weight, weighing in at around 275 pounds. Henry actually received skin loss surgery and died on the operating table, only to miraculously come back to life just moments later. As if one brush with death wasn't enough, sadly, Henry did pass away about a year later. We offer our most—
Wait, so you can die from skin removal? I just thought that was like some cosmetic surgery that wasn't that serious. But this guy, screw that half his body weight. He was almost a third of his body weight.
Sincere condolences to the families and loved ones affected by these losses, and hope to see nothing but success stories in the coming episodes of the show. Thank you everybody for watching.
Rest in peace to Henry Foots, and you know, to anybody out there who struggles with the weight, you know, hey, I've been there, trust and believe. One thing at a time. It's all about breaking old habits, you know? All about breaking old habits.
Yeah, you're not going to change your life or turn it around in one night. You have to do it little by little. And sadly, for some of these people, they just weren't able to change in time or something. So rest in peace. That's super sad. Obviously, I don't want to see anybody pass away. I want them all to turn their life around and start working in a more positive direction. But for some people, this is just what fate has in store. And you can do all you want. I mean, you could struggle, you could try so hard to change your fate, but sometimes it's just not your time. But sometimes it is. But alright guys, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Peace.